reverberation.
Commence healing.
Not exactly. Thanks to you, every wish has been fulfilled. As for what I'm doing, consider it some kind of I light and hang the fulfilled wishes. When the wisher cannot do it themselves, I do it for them. Then we can do it together next year. I had just finished. Most of the fulfilled wishes had already been put up during the festival. There weren't many left from the beginning. Don't worry about it. You've already been a huge help. It's your first time celebrating Moon Chasing Festival in Jinzhou. I can handle the rest on my own. Yes, you deserve to have fun. And as the festivities wind down, the moonlit fair stalls remain open. Perhaps you'd like to visit for one last round. Having been to the fair every year, I always make time to explore the stalls that catch my interest. Stay with us in Jinzhou for a couple more years, then I'm sure you'll become very familiar with the fair too. Indeed, I find joy in scientific research. Immersing myself in data and theories, verifying various but sometimes taking a break from work to join the jubilant crowd brings a different kind of joy. My favorite stall. Yes, with your exceptional prowess in combat. I bet you're good. Then, may I suggest some moon shooter is very popular. While the stall owner, that's why we need to lower the muzzle a bit. Now here's the exciting part. Rotate the gun slightly and align it with the rabbit's ear. Then you may hit 2 targets simultaneously. It's all about finding the right angle, and the bullet might rebound toward the next one. Yes, you'll need to use the right angle and utilize the momentum. It's kind of like stones. I first tried it 2 years ago. They've been using my record as a promotional gimmick, offering an exclusive souvenir to anyone. With the Rover as the new challenger, I may... If I were to try that, which technically isn't impossible with my prosthetic hand, Rover, I'll stick to using... Well, jokes aside, I value the process. After all, this isn't a scientific inquiry, and there's no end goal. We're here to enjoy our... Glad we're on the same page. You heard me. The idea came to me as we gazed at the moon. I'm not planning to have you help me with the wishes at Moontree Lodge again. Maybe we'll try another game of moon shooting, or go sample some new treats. Though it's still a long time before next year's celebration, I can't help but I don't have a specific plan. I see. So this is the wish you made for next year's moon chasing festival. As the caretaker of Moontree Lodge, I promise to make it come true.
Speeding up. Let's reach farther destinations together. Sometimes I get a little carried away in battles. I didn't startle you, did I? Sometimes I get a little carried away in battles. I didn't startle you, did I?
Taoyuan Vale hasn't.
Mother told me the moonlit fair will start once the wishing tree is filled with wishes. Mother told me the moonlit fair will start once the wish. Mother told me the moonlit fair will start once the wishing tree is filled with wishes. told me the moonlit fair will start once the...
Synchronization.
Capture the stalls and the wishing tree together to show the festive atmosphere. Ideally with the moon in the background. Should I find another spot to paint? With these requirements, the composition isn't right either. Oh, sorry. Are you talking to me? Sorry, I didn't notice you there just now. So the rover remembers me? But wait, did I tell her my name? Should I introduce myself one more time? Yes. Oh, thank goodness. She didn't forget me. I remember you too. You said you go by the name. No, the artists of Huanglong have requested a painting for the Moon Chasing Festival, and I'm still searching for inspiration. It's been a bit of a struggle, but I'll head back once it's done. Well, it's not that... Wait, is that the time already? That's okay. I prefer quiet places. Plus, I live right here in Jingzhou, not too far away.
Leaving her alone here doesn't sit right.
Me? I'm not really that hungry. Really? Thank you. But I still haven't finished my painting. You're right. Don't mind if I do. So delicious. It's almost as good as Uncle Lee's. No, it tastes even better with those extra seasonings. It was okay, I guess. Nothing much, really. Oh, should I be honest? No. I didn't get to enjoy it much. I've been swamped with tasks lately, and I had to help Miss Xiao at her fan drawing stall. Sitting at the stall was exhausting. Just an hour there, and I think I need a day to recover. Anyway, I couldn't find anyone to go to the festival with me. I feel like I can't wait. Did I just blurt out everything? Is it normal to spill my guts to someone I barely know? Weird. I'm not even feeling jittery. Am I always this awkward? Does she think I'm complaining? Am I I'm not saying I didn't have a good time. Thanks to the festival, I've had lots of work, and I got paid for looking after the stall. I've made enough in just these few days to pay off 3 or 4 months of debt. What am I saying? This just makes me sound miserable. The two of us? Does that mean we're on a... No. I'd better stop here. What am I thinking? It's good. Just the two of us.
Most of the stalls are closed. But we can still make wishes.
This is... not yet, but... Before I make a wish, Rover, can I put you in my painting? You'll only need to stand there for 10 minutes. Or maybe 5, or 3, I promise. I don't know. I just have this overwhelming urge. No, I'm not talking about the painting I'm being paid to create. This painting, I want it to be just for myself.
Synchronization. Speeding up.
Mother told me the moonlit fair will start. Mother told me the moonlit fair will... Mother told me the moonlit fair will start once the...
Against the...
I didn't expect such a big crowd at the hearing. Should I take the stand myself? What do you think, little kitty? Maybe we can do a little show of, paws. Raise your left paw if you think I should testify, or your right paw if... Wait! You raised your left paw before I even finished my sentence. No, that doesn't count. Let's try again. Okay, if you raise your right paw, I'll let someone else handle it. Right paw, huh? Well, I did actually want to tell everyone...
Miss Zhezhi, the hearing is about to start. If you would please join us.
Now? Yes, Madame Juya. I'll be there in a minute. Rover. Oh, you're here. It's really nice to see you. And I just handed over all the evidence we gathered from Mingyang's studio and the exiles camp to the patrollers. Now the Shangyun Art Exchange can't deny the fact they were producing and trading art forgeries. But there is one more thing. The patroller said we still need someone to testify in the hearing. But I've never spoken in front of so many people before. How about you do the talking, and I'll add details, if I have to?
We wouldn't want my lack of artistic expertise to give the Shangyun Art Exchange a chance.
You're right. Then I'll do.
Don't worry. I've got your back. Just remember, you're
right. I was the one who chose to uncover the truth behind this case. I'll give it my all. I promise.
With both parties present, this hearing is now in session. Let us begin. First, a brief overview of the case before us. Miss Zhezhi alleges that the guilty party, Mingyan, implicated in the tacit discord assault, was coerced into committing art fraud under duress. Therefore, her mental state was adversely affected, which led to her committing actions contrary to her will. Today, based on new evidence provided by Miss Zhezhi and the result of this hearing, we will determine whether to revisit Mingyan's charges and consider if the Shangyun Art Exchange is indeed guilty of selling illegal art forgeries.
What? With all due respect, this doesn't match what we discussed before.
Mr. Baitsu, I remind you that any evidence or arguments presented before and during the hearing are valid. If you would like to add further information, you're welcome to do so. Now, without further ado, either party may begin their opening statement.
Madame Juya,
Madame Juya, as the head of the Shangyun Art Exchange, I, Baitsu, must clear our name and seek justice here today. There are 2 points I'd like to address. Firstly, the authenticity of our artworks remains unimpeachable. Secondly, Mingyan's provocative creations stem solely from her own greed and vanity. She alone should bear responsibility for the assault. Throughout my tenure at the Art Exchange, our form integrity in business is not enough to... We are aware of certain painters rejected by the Art Exchange, nursing grudges. They bombarded us with spite and slander, causing a public uproar simply because they didn't get what they wanted. Should the public be swayed by these slanderous insinuations that paint us as wicked fraudsters?
Please control yourself, Mr.
Forgive me, madam. But if this injustice persists, I will have no choice but to sue them for harming the Shangyun Art Exchange's reputation. I demand they compensate us for our losses and issue a public apology. Such disgraceful behavior will not diminish us. Our principles will not waver, and we will protect the Shan Yuan Art Exchange from any ill intent.
I've bought paintings from Shan Yuan Art Exchange before. They were good quality.
Honest always get the short end of the stick. But who's Ming Yan? A painter?
Must be some nobody trying to get attention using the Shan Yuan's name.
Why is the art exchange always in the middle of some controversy?
Order! You may continue your statement.
Madam, allow us to present our account of the events. This all really began. I was entrusted to investigate a certain arcane artist in the Tiger's Maw.
Rover! Took you long enough to get here. Things are getting awfully strange around the mine lately. With your knack for solving mysteries, you'll figure that I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but there's a special folktale in Jinzhou. Word has it, there's this mysterious arcane artist whose paintings come to life as they paint, as if each brushstroke has a life of its own. Once their canvas dries, whatever they've painted leaps right off the page. Mythical creatures, the whole shebang, all real as day. The thing is, anyone who might have seen these paintings, well, they vanish into thin air. I've never heard of such lately. I've been receiving reports about eerie monsters wandering the mine at midnight. Some witnesses even ran into them more than once. These monsters, they look like paintings from a distance, but approach them, and they're as docile as can be. Reading these reports, I couldn't shake the tale of the arcane artist from my mind. Sure, some say it's just a prank or some new tacit Discord variant. But with rumors swirling, folks are getting jittery. Can't let things escalate. That's what— Great. Counting on— Oh, and you might want to chat up the witnesses. Got their names right.
That's it for today. Oh, you've come to the right guy. I was playing chess with the old miners until midnight, then headed home alone. On my way back, at first I thought they were tacit discords, and I was ready to bolt. But then curiosity got the better of me and saw that they had these strange features. Gleaming eyes, gnarled horns. Do you think they're related? Did Gupon tell you about that old folk? You know, I did see some people standing nearby. Just some— the light was flickering in the wind, so I couldn't make out their faces. But I knew something was weird with the scrolls they had in their hands. Every time later, I told everyone about it, and Gupon was there. She freaked out, saying it was just like the tale of the arcane artist. I'm not sure, but I overheard them talking. No, actually arguing. Anyway, I got worried those monsters might attack me, so I bolted and didn't catch what they were arguing about. I do remember. Wait, you're not seriously thinking of going there, are you? Whatever the—
You don't look like you work at the mine. Oh yes, that strange event. It's the talk of the town. I've conducted several investigations and found that those monsters tend to appear around midnight. Fortunately, they haven't caused much harm. I think it's because they always show up and vanish in the dead. If you ask me, these monsters are a new type of tacit discord. For safety reasons, we have increased our patrols around the mine. Do you mean the mysterious painter who can bring fantastical creatures? Aside from the blurred silhouettes I saw that night, the voices came from where those silhouettes were, but they sounded like vague. Thinking about it now, if it was a human voice, how could someone get so close to those monsters?
Speeding up. Synchronization.
I've gathered enough information. It's time to check the scene where those monsters were spotted.
Speeding up.
There's something ahead. That figure. That paintbrush. Could it be? Nothing here. That's odd. Did I just imagine that?
Rover! You're here! Sorry, did I scare you just now? Finding inspiration. The night often sparks my creativity. Of course not! I heard about the tale of the arcane artist and hoped to find out who they are. Sorry I lied to you. I didn't want to drag anyone else into this. No, I'm bringing painted creatures to life, making fantasies real. It sounds like a fairy tale, but when the arcane... Now this story is making the rounds again. Most don't see the dangers it holds. Yes, there was once an artist who could create paintings that felt... But these paintings, they strayed from the artist. I don't know who's behind these latest events, but if it's really the arcane artist, their paintings will bring nothing but trouble. That's why unfortunately, I'm not very good at investigating. So I'm here for the arcane artist, but also hoping to meet an old acquaintance. Maybe he knows what happened in the mine. Is that so? Oh, okay.
Synchronization.
Hey, Zhezhi! Long time no see.
No.
And this must be the Rover. Nice to meet you. Heard a lot about you. Didn't realize...
But I've never had the chance to
A great moment for it. Here's the thing, Rover. I can't say I know Zhezhi very well, but I do know she's got this... So, when it comes to introducing herself to you, I'd bet money on it. She's been mentally rehearsing it for forever before she got the guts to take action.
No, it's...
Zhezhi, you can't keep avoiding things. You've got to take action, or you'll never get what you want. You only live once, right?
Yes, Mr. Shilang is right. Rover, I've actually been meaning to tell you something. Hello, my name is Zhezhi. We have met before, but I like to make this a formal request. I would really like for us to become friends.
Of course. I'd be happy to.
Hello? Zhezhi! Hey, what are you waiting for?
Okay. I can do this. Robert.
That was a pretty obvious slip of the tongue.
Nice to meet you. My name is Zhezhi. I'm a painter. I take art commissions and strive to create beautiful paintings. I'm not being very articulate, but I hope we can be friends.
How sweet. I must say, I've never seen Zhezhi this nervous since she first became one of my
Wait, Mr. Zhilang. We're actually here today to talk about the tale of the arcane artist.
Oh, I know the tale, but I've never come across this mystical maestro myself. If such an artist truly existed, I'd be the first to know. I supply ore to pigment manufacturers and sometimes serve as their sales proxy. So most painters in Jinzhou come to my shop to... well, pigments aren't flying off. Oh, but those ore buyers from a while back, they bought heaps of leftover ore, the cheapest type, and told people don't usually buy that stuff. Oh, wait, I remember you saying you couldn't afford the fancy pigments. So when those guys asked for
Are you sure you can tell us this? I thought they asked...
They turned out to be thieves who stole from me during the night. Oh, when I found out, I reported the theft to the patrollers, and that was the thieves don't deserve my business or respect. Of course, help yourself.
If this is the situation...
Hey, Rover! What brings you here? It's been ages since we last met. The patrol station's been pretty busy lately, so I haven't had the time to catch up with you. And Zhezhi's here too. Hiya! Do you remember me? We met at the moon chasing festival. Oh, are you all right? You don't look well. Do you need help?
Hello? No, it's not. No, thank you.
The painting we had you do for us during the festival is awesome. Everyone loves it, so we put it up on the wall.
Really? I'm glad you all like it.
We'd also like to invite you to our station, so we can formally thank you in person. Wait, how about coming to the station with me today? Are you heading back to the city?
But we're still okay.
Investigate? About what? A new... Oh, I get it. In that case, it's probably not the best time for a get-together.
Sorry.
That's okay. Just tell me if you need any help. Oh, I'm here to support the patrollers. There was an assault near the mine recently, and they're short on people to investigate. What's odd is those monsters haven't caused any more trouble since we got here. Right now, we're talking to witnesses and trying to figure out what triggered the incident.
Did something just happen over there?
Don't tell me it's a tacit discord. Hold on, Just got a message. Seems like...
Should we go as well? You could be right, but there's... After Rover and I bumped into each other, we decided to investigate the surroundings and follow Patroller Chisha to the scene. It was there we learned about the details of Mingyan's offense and the truth behind the tale of the
Once Zhezhi has the paintbrush in her hand, she begins to speak calmly. She'll be fine making the statement.
Sorry to trouble you. If I had been... She's really nice. It's just... we're not that close, and I'm not sure how to respond to how friendly she is. I didn't want to be rude, so I couldn't bring myself to turn her down. I'll do my best not to trouble you and express my feelings properly next time. Thank you.
Thanks for your help, Rover. We caught the culprit before anything worse could happen.
According to the preliminary examination, we suspect that these tacit discords were agitated by the frequency fluctuations from the energy remaining in the painting was generated by its creator's forte, but rest assured, we've calmed her down and contained the energy. The painting needs to be thoroughly examined to identify its connection with the monsters and eliminate any potential risk it still poses.
Thanks for all your help. We'll take it from here. She fessed up when I first started talking to her, but clammed up when I tried to dig deeper. Well, honestly, she seemed a bit off to me. But we don't have time for that now. We gotta clean up the scene and get the damage under control. You sure can.
Leave it to me.
Why? Mingyang? Why are you... Yes, we used to take painting lessons.
You! I didn't... I hurt them. It was a mistake. I'm alone.
Beware.
Thank goodness I wasn't hurt. It was so close. Part of it, I guess. I saw that painter. She looked like she was losing it. I'm talking shouting, waving her paintbrush around. I might be off here, but I swear those things on her scroll started squirming around before they started to whack and thwack people all over the place. Not super clearly, but when I was running for my life, I heard her screaming at all those creatures, all like, "Stop! Don't do this!" I think...
Oh, my head. Oh, only a bit. It looked like she was arguing with someone right before the weird I heard stuff like, "Don't stop me, I've already won, and who doesn't want fame and fortune?" That's a good thing they caught that painter. Can't imagine what could have happened otherwise. Well, I've met my fair share of artists, but none that would gamble with lives for the sake of their work.
Hey! That's strange. Oh, you're back. You figured it out already?
They repeatedly describe witnessing bizarre, otherworldly visions.
So, Mingyan channeled her forte into the painting. People saw her abilities and spread the rumor, believing she was the arcane artist from the tale.
The monsters described in the rumors were probably just exaggerated phantasms. In fact, I had sensed something odd at the mine. But after we met, I thought it was coming from you. So come to think of it now, it might have been Mingyang's forte.
So she was there at the same time we were. But what could have driven her to create such dangerous paintings? From what I know of her, she doesn't seem like someone who would take such... She kept squeezing my hand and trying to tell me something. I think she wants me to continue the investigation. Maybe. Besides, I don't... Maybe this has something to do with me. Huh? Are you sure? You want me to decide? To be honest? I remember meeting Mingyang in an art studio in Jinzhou before. I wonder if she kept going there after I left. Should that be our first stop? She may have left some of her artwork behind. I've never tried to investigate anything, so I'm... Okay. After learning about the details of the assault, we decided to push forward with the investigation to...
Pointless! The witnesses on the scene made it clear that it was all because of Mingyan's greedy ambition that she...
I haven't finished my statement, Mr. But... Yes, this is the art studio. My memory did serve me right. Looks like she's been painting here.
Let's find the clues.
Okay.
Leave it to me.
This paper, this white jade paper has a rich history. Its smooth, fine texture holds ink beautifully, exactly what you want for more delicate brushwork. Countless masterpieces, both old and new, were painted on this. Whoops, I got carried away. Wait, there's a discount sticker. Yes, White Jade Hall runs a yearly sale. I attended it 2 days ago and bought paper. Ming Yang likely bought her paper there too. Half of the stock has already been used, which means different papers result in different artistic effects. Real artists can always spot these differences, and choose the right white jade paper is my absolute favorite. But because it's so expensive, I can only afford to buy it when there's a special sale. I can't pass up a great deal, so I stock up whenever I can. It usually takes a whole day to carry all the boxes home, but I must say, it's worth it. Really? We have the same painting style, and the quality of our finished work, even if we use different brush techniques, are similar. Once a painter holds a paintbrush in their hand, they won't stop until every detail meets their standards. There is a difference. The brushwork on this one, see how heavy it is? You can tell Ming Yang was in low spirits. And this one, the strokes are light and fluid. That tells me she was happy when the feelings a painter has during the process of creation often linger in the brush. Yes! To me, painting is like a window into the heart of the art. It is strange though. She keeps reproducing the same painting over and over, using techniques that aren't her usual style. Waters and mountains rest by the pane, valleys and peaks in the dream remain. Colors of vanity washed away, the painted world fades, forgotten today. This artwork is titled Serenity of Xiehua Village. Ah, the pigment! When did it get on my cloth? Huh? It came off with just a little white. Ish. Looks like there's stains from ink and paint that have been washed out over time. Ming Yan could have improvised her clothing as a canvas for her ideas. I used to do this as whenever nature inspired me and I was short on paper, I'd paint rough outlines onto my clothes. After all, fabric used to be a common art material. Besides, using clothes does help to seize fleeting inspiration, don't you think? It's a shame the clothes are stained forever. But
Leave it.
How could this happen? Being picky about one's... I'm no exception. There's never been a moment when I saw my art outshining someone else's. I've always admired my fellow artists, hoping that one day I kept painting and improving. But no matter how... This needs to be refined. It's not... I had these kind of thoughts every day while I... It's true that one might find motivation in these thoughts. I felt trapped for ages. Embrace my emotions fully and create the art my heart yearns for. But if I found myself in the same situation as Ming Yang, perhaps I'd react similarly and lose... She was forced into this and was looking for a way out. I can't just turn a blind eye and let them charge her. There must be a way to uncover the truth and save her. Hey, have a look. It seems like this pigment is homemade. Did she use a new recipe I'm not familiar with? Medicinal herb recipe?
She must have been making medicinal remedies recently. This must be the leftover residue she didn't get around to cleaning up.
These herbs were used for medicine. Oh, so those plants I've never tried myself. When I get sick, my family always brought me remedies and soups. I never thought about how they were made. Sorry. I think... No, nothing. It's just a thought. Then... The vase must have been on that cabinet, judging by... Looks like the cabinet used to be over there, but something bumped into it, and that's why the vase got knocked over. I bet the water on the floor is from the fishbowl. Why is that watermark in the shape of a gold puff? Okay, I figured it out. That must be the reason. A gold puff jumped out of the fishbowl, knocking over the vase and causing it to shatter on the floor. Then it landed on a pile of paintings. Realizing it was in why wouldn't they? My family used to have an aquarium at home with lots of gold puffs. Sorry, I need to improve my investigation skills. Is that so? Oh yes, these are phantasms I can create with my brush. They only exist I haven't done this for a long time. I'm a bit rusty now. Yes, I rarely need to use my forte in daily life. When it comes to painting, I prefer the traditional way. It helps me to understand artwork created with forte is indeed mesmerizing. So I've used this ability less over time, but it's fine to use it for the investigation. Yes. Someone broke into the studio looking for something, or trying to steal something. Probably something tied to Ming Yang's painting. However, they were startled by something unexpected, and in their panic to escape through the window, collided with the cabinet, causing the vase to...
This might be related to the Shangyun art exchange and Ming Yang's breakdown. Let's...
The clues from the studio there. We found new clues that point...
Speeding up.
trolley has a horn. Maybe it carried something very heavy. Could it be they transported, or could the buyers Mr. Shilong mentioned be the ones who stole the... Scarlet thorn, indigoite, and other ore. These match the raw materials for pigments listed on Mr. Shi. I took a look and noticed that these pigments were standard pigments, adhere well and last a long time, but these makeshift pigments smear with the slightest touch. I did mention this back in the studio. Did she buy these low-quality pigments from the exiles? But
Who are you?
Hello. We are...
You're here to buy paintings? That's not how this works. Go on. Get out of here.
We're actually here for Ming Ying's paintings. She wasn't in her studio, so we thought we could ask around.
Huh? Okay then. My bad. It's nothing. Just wait for her here. When she leaves, it usually doesn't take long for her to return. Know her? We go way back. She's okay in our books. Though she hasn't had the easiest run either. She helped us out a while back. Guess you could call us friends. She even gifted us a oh, here it is. We're no fancy connoisseurs, but even we can tell.
I kind of like it myself. It's lively, bright, almost like you could touch the freedom and joy she felt painting it.
Can't recall anything.
My guess? She's dabbling in some new secretive art piece.
Well, now that you mention it, I do remember her. But her little art excursion stirred up some unstable frequency.
That's right, I saw her paintings myself. Tried to steer her clear, and what do I get? A lecture. Artists, always on their own wild wavelength.
Sorry to interrupt, but mind if I ask what you normally do for a living?
Us? Oh, the usual. A bit of hunting, some gig, no, not me.
I have an idea. Yes, I think I noticed some of the exiles' hands were blackened. The thought suddenly hit me. What if so? They must be making a lot of pigments and ink sticks. The painting they showed us and the artworks in the studio, they all match. Her diary shows us she had major mood swings. All these strange things started happening after the Shenyun Art Exchange got involved. Makes sense.
Speeding up.
I hear people talking. Okay, I'll use my terminal to... Beware.
I can't believe it.
Who the hell are you? Coming at us like this? Think you could just push around exile?
It's them. They were here asking about Ming Yan.
Who do you think you are? We don't need to tell you a thing.
Ooh, wait a second. Things don't need to get about Ming Yan. Didn't my men answer your questions already? That's everything we got on her, I swear. What more do you want? Well, all right. I'll tell you.
Yin Feng, we aren't supposed to...
What? Can't you see that we're no match for her? Go ahead. Now, what else do you want to know? Just ask.
If Yin Feng hadn't pushed her so hard, she wouldn't have gotten hurt. Now she can't even pick up a paintbrush.
Oh, quick to sell me out, huh? All I did was remind her to folks she's been rebellious and a bit too smart for her own good lately. I just wanted her to keep her head. Now, what else do you want to know? Just ask. To cut our costs and keep our cooperation with the painters going. Now, what else do you want to know? Just ask. We're with the Shenyun Art Exchange. We're only pretending to be exiles because our boss, Mr. Baitsu, wants this business kept quiet.
You shouldn't have told them. Mr. Beitzer said no one can find out.
You just can't stop talking? Now, what else do you want to know? Just ask.
So the Shengyun Art Exchange has been involved in Mingyang's case right from the start. No wonder they got all shifty when we brought up Mingyang earlier. It was his signature on Mr. Shizan's transaction record.
When I asked him about the incident, he put all the blame on Mingyan, saying she had ulterior motive. The exiles we questioned during the day did the same, trying to divert attention and cover up their own. These distractions led us to concentrate solely on Mingyang.
I have a theory, but we need that batch of paintings they mentioned to test. But there's so many more people in the camp now. How should we get in? They might hide all the evidence if we barge in like that.
Huh? Why are you staring at me?
This should do the trick. Now, let's see what information we can find inside the camp.
Never thought I'd get worn out from something this light. What did you just say? That's it. I'm heading to the northern warehouse right now. Wait.
I can't believe the number of painters involved. They know where they all live too. I wonder why Mingyang's paintings are labeled as low. Her skill, they're keeping tabs on all these artists. Judging from the list, it looks like they're still...
Rinse, grind.
You actually start with a thinning.
You're right.
I thought you were talking in your sleep.
What a nerd. Rinse.
You act... I thought you were talking in your sleep.
Huh.
And the next...
These paintings are all fakes. I don't remember. How has this managed to be kept from the public for so long?
They risk being exposed if they transport through ports. Not to mention the threats from the Shengyun Art Exchange. We should look for more clues.
I want. Impossible. We've never had anyone quit from a deal. Besides, you can have the money back. Every penny of it. You think we'll let you go just like that after seeing our entire operation? You know what? What do you want? A dead person tells. That's everything from our talk yesterday, boss.
Just keep an eye on her for now.
Understood.
This must be the where there's still some leftover ink lying around. They're all from the list. This batch is all Serenity of Shehua Village. Mingyang's work. These aren't just simple copies anymore. It's obvious now. She was working with them to create forgeries for her own gain. In the end, this is the path she chose. I suspected as much, though I couldn't quite... I mean, I wasn't sure until I saw the paintings myself. Wait, this painting. It's the Serenity of Xiehua Village original, not a copy. Oh, I see it now. This was the painting they stole from the studio. These copies, they're almost identical to the original, but there are some details. But if you look closely, you'll find that the finishings are a bit, well, that's because...
Look out!
Beware.
A new technique! No, but where did these tacit discords come from?
Her emotions cause the painting's frequencies to fluctuate.
But she's not even here.
It's just... I'm not really sure why her mood is, reacting to us.
Maybe... She did see what I could do with my resonance ability. Ever since I saw her diary, I've been wondering. Maybe it was seeing my ability that inspired her to start creating those phantasms. It seems like all those accumulated emotions just... It's all my fault. But more exiles from the art exchange. Watch out!
Beware.
Did you really think we'd let you just walk away after you destroyed our warehouses and interfered with our business?
Business.
Who exactly are you people? You don't look like you're patrollers. What do you want? If it's the paintings you're after, take as many as you want. We can always make...
Forcing people to make copies like a factory line?
It's just a couple of stones and trees on a piece of paper, for crying out loud. Even I could draw one with the flick of a wrist. For the amount of paint and ink that goes into them, I'd even go so far as to say paying those painters 20 credits each.
How could you measure the value of creation in such a...
Oh, so you're also here for the money. Look, name a figure. We'll pay double if it'll make you shut up. How does that sound?
That's not what
Then what the hell do you want?
I want to expose every... Aside from reporting you to the patrollers, I want to let the public know about all the forgery and smuggling. The way you coerce the painters and put their lives at risk for profit, I'll expose it all. Is something wrong? I can't remain silent about this any...
You better think this through.
I never painted for the art exchange's approval. If no one else dares to speak up, then...
First, we keep these guys on close watch. Then, we need to catch them off guard. And the best way to do...
Well, that's quite the story. At best, this merely proves our involvement in the incident, yet the real culprit remains unknown. Allow me to remind you, she was the one who created those paintings. Do you honestly believe her paintings would have earned a single penny without...
No. Mr. Baitze?
How ungrateful.
But before we proceed...
Oh, Mr. Baitze stopped by again, grumbling about the delay in getting Ming Yan's paintings to the Shan Yuan Art Exchange.
If Yin Feng hadn't pushed her, she wouldn't have gotten hurt. Now she can't even paint, and our order is gonna be late.
She's been rebellious and a bit too smart for her own good lately. I just wanted her to keep her head down and work. Who knew she'd...
Mingyan was initially only making copies. Everything trickery, misinformation, and later on even threats. She was led down the path of forging artworks for you. I do understand that if her own heart hadn't wavered, none of this would have happened. But there was already no turning back. So, saying she was the mastermind behind it all?
Even so, how is forgery a valid accusation? Nothing like that was mentioned in your recording, now was it?
This evidence clearly shows that these paintings are no ordinary copies.
There's no such thing as... For it to be forgery, there has to be another original artist. These paintings are all the work of Mingyan. Even...
Mr. Baizi, do you recognize this painting?
Well, of course.
Then can you tell the difference between this one and the others?
Of course. This piece possesses a lifelike quality unmatched by any other, all thanks to the resonance ability...
However, judging from these paintings, it seems Ming Yang's ability never stabilized successfully. Except for this original piece.
What does this have to do with anything? Do you have... What you're saying is all speculation. There's no guarantee a painter won't make mistakes.
Artists seeking perfection always choose the highest. During our investigation of the studio, I accidentally got paint on me and discovered something. The original paintings had pigments that were pure and brighter, able to blend more naturally. In contrast, the forgeries used pigments made from mineral scraps. These don't hold up the same. We can distinguish the real paintings from the fakes simply by analyzing the ink.
Doing so only proves the so-called original painting is created differently from the others. Are you implying that Mingyan is only allowed to use a single... How is this supposed to prove that we are behind the forgery?
Because the original creator of Serenity and Shehua Village is me. When I was a child, painting was the only way I could express myself freely. Everything I did and didn't understand, it all flowed through the tip of my paintbrush. All that I saw lived within my paintings. Whatever I thought, I painted into reality. This power to turn fantasies into reality gradually caught the interest of many. Tales of the arcane artist spread far and wide. I took great joy in my skills improving. However, I discovered, to my dismay, that my parents were using my creations to turn a quick profit. They were sold at unbelievable prices. Some sought beauty in enchanted worlds, using the paintings as a distraction from reality. Others resorted to hellish nightmares to inflict torment upon those they desire. My own abilities had led my paintings astray. They were being exploited, and everything was spiraling out of control. After I realized this, I began to fear holding a brush. I tried to paint without relying on my abilities, but my parents scolded me for it. They called anything painted without using my abilities worthless. After the family business fell apart, my parents vanished without a trace. They may have left behind a considerable mess, but freedom has also been returned to my brush. Shehua Village was my first stop upon arriving in Jinzhou alone. Waters and mountains rest by the pain. Valleys and peaks in the dream remain. Colors of vanity washed away. The painted world fades, forgotten today. A poem I wrote, inscribed on serenity in Xiehua village. I know it's not that well written, but it's proof of my decision to stop everything I was doing. And that painting, well, it became the arcane artist's final piece of art. Ever since that day, paintings with special abilities gradually faded from everyone's minds. And I never used my abilities to paint again.
Well, that was certainly a touching story. But I'm afraid your words alone won't be enough to prove you created this painting.
Madame Juyao, to prove my statement, I request your permission to use and paint with one of these copies.
Granted.
Yes. Mingyang's like to create art that truly resonates. The paintings I drew in the past, they were heartfelt creations. It's not just about proving a single painting. If my forte is the cause behind all this, then I must take...
Why is the world inside this painting so distorted?
Spectacle is born from the mind. This place must be a manifestation of Mingyang's mind when she created it.
Why? Wait, did you hear something? Zhezhi?
I painted it exactly like hers.
That voice.
Why is everyone still praising her work? It's all right. It's okay. She's gone. Soon, I'll be an even better painter than she ever was. Watch out! It's you! I've already done everything I can. Why are you still better than me?
Let's see your blade. Synchronization.
Tempest! Let the winds roar!
It's the painting.
If it weren't for your parents holding your hands, you'd never have what should be rightfully mine!
Still, I couldn't do it. Why? I perfected everything. It's all because of your abilities. My abilities have nothing to do with it. You created masterpieces I wish came from me. Bold, free. I know our paintings have their differences, but the heart and soul we put into them are the same. You shouldn't see me as a model to follow. Only when you connect with your truest feelings can you create an exceptional piece of art. Little by little.
This phantasm is so cool!
Too bad we won't ever see it again.
So everything she said was true. I never imagined the art exchange could do such a thing.
Tell me about it. I was even about to stand up for them. Ugh.
When I learned the truth, I believed that by sealing my forte, no one would get hurt because of my paintings. I never expected them to continue causing harm after all these years. But Rover's words made me realize something. It was never about the paintings themselves, but rather those who sought to use them to hurt others. Mr. Baitze, you run a highly esteemed calligraphy and painting institution, yet you've suppressed the creative spirit and violated these artists' dignity, all for the sake of wealth. Everything they cherished has now become a tool for profit. The works they held dear are just tools for your gain, insulting to both the original artists and their imitators. Set before you is the original painting from many years ago, and the one I've just completed. Now, everything has been brought to light.
We received word from the Public Security Bureau 10 minutes ago that they have taken the exiles into custody and found the location where the paintings were hidden. Mr. Baitze, do you have anything else to add to your defense? Very well. We will reevaluate Mingyan's charges determine the Shangyun Art Exchange's involvement in the incident, and conduct. This hearing is adjourned.
It's finally over. I didn't miss. Huh? No, not at all. I was just coming up with things. I definitely couldn't have done it if you weren't there with me. Thinking about the feeling when we were investigating the case together is what kept me. What I meant to say is, back then, everything I said felt right. Like I could just be myself around you. Thank you for helping me through this. You helped me find the courage to believe in myself. Thanks to you, look at everything we accomplished. The Shangyun Art Exchange is undergoing investigation. It'll be the end of their businesses. And the painters they coerced are finally set free. Thank you. I haven't felt this happy in a long time. I want to pay Mingyang a visit. After all, she was involved in all of this. What do you think?
My commission started with her, plus you and I solved the case together.
Is the commission over?
Yes. I already had it taken care of the day we found out that—
All right.
Synchronization. Synchronization. Against the winds. Synchronization.
Zhezhi? It's been a while.
Your injuries.
The researchers have taken good care of me. A chat won't hurt. I heard about everything you did. Thank you for freeing me from those nightmares. You know what, Zhezhi? You may seem soft and gentle on the outside, but if you're— and I still owe you an apology. Forgive me, because I was so obsessed with wanting to be you, to be better than you. The pain of these injuries managed to put a stop to my obsession. Maybe I was never meant to be a
I brought you a gift.
See? Only you can create a painting.
This is it's the one you gave me when we first met.
How ironic. I've been trying to imitate you for so many years that now I can't even tell my own paintings apart anymore.
Your paintings were never inferior to mine. Just look at this piece. Even you approve of its value. It doesn't matter who painted it. Mingyang, I hope you can find your true self, whoever she is.
Thank you for bringing me this painting. Really.
I think it's safe to say she'll give it some thought. During the few times we met, she was always passionate about discussing art with me. I think that fire inside her won't just fade away. Come to think of it, the deep discussions we had and the painting duels back then felt like true friendship. So, seeing her in so much pain, I don't want Mingyang to lose hope and have someone who loves painting so much just disappear. To be honest, I didn't just see this case through to correct mistakes or help the artists. Deep down, I didn't want to let you down. I wanted to tell you this back at the mine, but the worst just didn't come out right. Thank you for being my friend and helping me through all of this, Rogue.
While I have yet to uncover my past and who I am, every moment with you is a new and special memory. Thank you for your help, Zhezhi. This experience has helped me understand you and the world a little better.
You seem to be pretty slow on the news. You've given me the courage to joke around. Well, let's take it slow for now.
Speeding up. Speeding up. Speeding up. Speeding up. Let's reach farther.
Anything I can help you with?
Speeding up. Buoyant and languid, where will the wind take you? Speeding up. Speeding up. Speeding up. Beware.
Strike is one. Heaven ordains. Banish all vice.
against the winds. Onwards. Would these be enough for your needs? Tell me if there's anything else you want. Thawing harmony. Speeding up. Tempest. This is the answer to our endeavor. Forgive me. Synchronization. Speeding up. Speeding up. Beware. Strike is one. Speeding up. Tempest. Speeding up. Conception. Speeding up. Precipitant. Against the winds. Synchronization. Speeding up. Speeding up. Against the winds. Against the winds. Against the winds. Synchronization. Shape the shapeless. Strike is one. Let me be your blade.
Together we fight!
Heaven ordains. Banish all vice. Speeding up. This is the answer to our endeavor. Speeding up. Speeding up. This should suffice for a while. Speeding up. Speeding up. Synchronization. Speeding up. Against the wind. Speeding up. Speeding up. Beware. Precipitate! Let the winds roar!
Together we fight!
Fluorescent shadows. Sacred light. Heaven ordains. Banish all vice. Let me be your blade.
Rejuvenating snow.
Administering first aid.
Strike is one. Let me be your blade. Shape the shapeless.
Together we fight!
The evil be cleansed.
I stand
synchronization.
Shape the shapeless!
This should suffice for a while. Speeding up. Speeding up. Buoyant and languid, where will the wind take you? Take 4. Forgive me. Huh. The lands of Jinzhou are filled with riches. Precipitate! Synchronization. Thunder guide us. Tempest! Don't worry. Storm, hear my command! Together we fight! Let me be your blade. Serenade! Let it end. Moment of awakening. Yeah. Be swift. Synchronization. Against the wind. Speeding up. Against the winds. This should suffice for a while. Speeding up.
Strike is one.
Something you need? Against the winds. Synchronization. Speeding up. Speeding up. Against the winds. Speeding up. Against the winds. Synchronization. Take flight. Evil be cleansed. Forgive me. Onwards. Our lights shine through. Take flight. Sacred light. Evil be cleansed. Take form. Let it end. Forgive me. Evil be cleansed. Fluorescent shadows. Let it end. Oh, stars, heed my calling. Onwards. Strike fast. May I pray for anything specific for you? It would be my honor. Our lights shine through. The sky beckons. Sacred light. Lend me your strength. Evil be cleansed. Lend me your strength, sacred light. Take flight. Lend me your strength. Let it end. Forgive me. I like strong so be it. Take flight. Fluorescent shadows. The sky beckons. Sacred light. Fast and steady. Evil be cleansed. Honor. Lend me your strength, lest it ends. Strike fast. Take flight. Honor. Evil be cleansed. I like strong free. Thunder guide us. Let it end. So be it. Fast and starlight. Strike. Take flight. Lend me your strength. The sky beckons. Evil be cleansed. Sacred light. Fluorescent shadows. Evil be cleansed. I like strength. Strike. Sacred light. Bask in starlight. The sky beckons. Fluorescent shadows. Oh, stars, heed my calling. Forgive me. Let it end. Lend me your strength. The sky beckons. Strike fast. Take flight. The sky beckons. beckons. Strike fast. Evil be cleansed. Onwards. Lend me your strength. There's much to be done. May I pray for anything specific for you? It would be my honor. Lend me your strength. May I pray for anything specific for you? It would be my honor. So be it. Take four. Strike fast. Evil be cleansed. Fluorescent shadows. The sky beckons. Take the sacred light. Moment of awakening. Evil be cleansed. Take four. Sacred light. Strike fast. Thunder guide us. Our lights shine here. Take flight. Take four. Let it end. Sacred light. Let it end. Honor. Take four. Sacred light. Strike fast. Worry not. Fluorescent shadows. Heaven ordains. Banish all vice. Blessed end. Take this, evil be cleansed. Bask in starlight. Forgive me. Take four. Onwards. Speeding up. Synchronization. Speeding up against the wind. Storm, hear my command. Let the winds roar. Ha! Tempest. Ha! Speeding up. Shape the shapeless. Precipitate. Storm, hear my command. Let the winds roar. I should give it my all. Storm, hear my command. Is this it for me? Tempest. I should give it my all. Speeding up. Beware. Let's reach farther destinations together. Storm, hear my command. Tempest. Serenade. Speeding up. Shape the shapeless. Let the winds roar. Tempest. Shape the shapeless. Tempest. Zephyr. Tempest. Storm. Hear my command. Let the winds roar. Tempest. Storm, hear my command. Speeding up. Let's reach farther destinations together. Speeding up.
Lotus Pervade!
Let me be your blade. Let's reach Father Destiny.
Anything I can help you with?
Let's reach Father Destiny.
Anything I can help you with?
Synchronization. With every meeting comes the inevitable parting. Let's not dwell on it. Beware. Speeding up. Speeding up.